Hi everyone, thanks very much for joining me at Pretty Personal Planners. I have something special to show you today. This is my first planner giveaway, which I'm hoping to do fairly regularly. This is the ARC planner, which I've been using the ARC planner before. Now I use the Happy Planner, but this I purchased today at Staples in the UK, and unfortunately they don't have their colourful covers which they used to have, so I've just used one of their old ones that they had, and I just wanted to talk you through what I've included in this planner. Now, you can use this for potentially whatever you want, really. I mean, it can be used for studying, or it could be used for your home life, or it could be used for a particular project, or it could just be used as your normal planner that you would use, like a Filofax or kikki.K planner. It's entirely up to you, but I've just put this together to start you off, and it is a giveaway, so hopefully there will be a stationery loving winner at the end of it, but I will explain a little bit later about the competition. So if I just move this away, because I'll talk about that later, but what I normally have in my planner is the first section of it. I normally have a kind of stationery area, really, for all the things that I'm going to use on a regular basis, and I've done that with this one. I have got in here, just briefly, got some labels for the dividers, just a couple of these are post kind of sticky note things, little frame, pretty envelopes which you can use for maybe storing receipts or something, just lovely little cards, this little owl which I really like, I love owls, envelopes, and kind of just your normal things, really, I guess, that you would use on a fairly regular basis. And I've got some Becky Higgins cards as well on here, which is an addition to some other Becky Higgins cards that I'm giving, which I'll show you later. But so this is what I would normally have, something along these lines anyway, in my stationery, I call it pouch, but I guess it's just like a clear envelope type thing. I've also got in here the ARC Staples. It's kind of like a to-do list, but again, you can use these as like bookmarks. I tend to use, well, when I used to use the ARC planner, I use this as my bookmark for my calendar. So, and I used to have my list of to-dos. It's on both sides. You've got lines on both sides. So, not as pretty as the Happy Planner, but I guess you can just dress it up yourself if you want to. So the first section, I've got just some little post-it notes here if you want to use. Stick that back on. The first section here, I normally have my diary, but of course you can move that around if you want to. But I haven't bought a weekly planner. I've actually, for this, I've just bought the monthly planner, because I think obviously the weekly one, it's very personal. You might want vertical, horizontal, I don't know. So what I did is I took the liberty of buying the monthly, but also just decorating it a little bit, just putting a little bit of my touch on it. And I'm hoping that this will be acceptable, because I know that sometimes it just depends on what sort of person you are. I mean, for me, I tend not to use these sort of size, so I've kind of added stickers, but I mean, this is just kind of like some additional, well, it's the dates of the month, but you might want to write some things in there. So I have kind of limited what I have decorated. I'll come back to this in a minute, but if you see through each month, I've just kind of added stickers and washi tape at the top. I've got loads of stickers relating to, it's kind of mainly kid stuff, but sort of animals and insects and food, and just kind of general sort of pretty stuff there. I love this little squirrel here. But yes, I've done that all the way through the calendar. So, and then if I just go back to these are bookmarks, or what I've actually created. I think the bookmarks that the ARC planner comes with, usually it's like a transparent ruler, but I find them quite boring, so I've actually created my own, and these are actually quite easy to make. But I've just done a little one here. I've also done a slightly bigger one here with some little post-it notes, and the same here with some little post-it notes. So you can move them around, keep them in your planner, or you don't have to if you don't want to. You You can just get rid of them if you don't want them, but I kind of like those kind of things. So for the next section, I guess you can use whatever you want it for, really. But I've got here a little envelope, which you might want to slot in some, I don't know, magazine cuttings or receipts or anything really, things that you might want. And you can label it accordingly. And in here I've just got some to-do lists. These are actually Filofax pages, but to-do lists. I think there's addresses, just plain paper. I think there's some little meeting notes paper as well, sort of a meeting planner. And this section, as you've probably seen from one of my other videos about the ARC planner, I have a section which is dedicated to me, or I guess you. And it's a section that's kind of really used to inspire, and it's full of kind of magazine cuttings and quotes and stickers and just things that I found that sometimes I kind of like to just briefly look through it and just kind of give myself some inspiration, or just kind of pick me up. And I've kind of taken the liberty of putting something together for you, but this is just a recipe actually for a chocolate fig and hazelnut pudding. And on this side, it's creating a softer workplace. It's just some little tips on the workplace, or I guess maybe if you're studying or anything, just to kind of cope sometimes in those kind of environments. I just think these things are kind of sweet, really. But and here I've just got a little thing about on focusing on what matters to you, which, you know, I think these magazine cuttings actually came from the Psychologies magazine, actually, which I've been getting fairly recently, and it's full of things like this, just to kind of I guess boost positivity and things like that. So on this side here, I have actually done another video before about setting goals. Some of you like setting goals, some of you don't, but I think it's kind of nice to have. If you don't like it, this heading's on washi tape, so you can just take it off and put what you want on it. But you know, sometimes it's just nice to have something like that. So yeah, and then the last couple of sections, well, there's nothing in this one, and this last bit at the back here is just blank paper, really. These are all squares, if you like writing on square paper, and this is just plain paper. So there's lots of paper there for your meeting notes or study guides or whatever you need it for, really. And at the back I've got some translucent pouches here. I call them pouches, but they're not. I'm sure there's an official name for them. But yeah, just so you can slide whatever you want in here, just as reference or whatever. And again, you can just move these to wherever you want. Anything in here. The great thing about the ARC planner is that it's just so easy to move things around. So that's the planner. I hope you really like that. And over here I've just included, just to kind of get you started, really, just these. I just love these Becky Higgins cards. They're really lovely, just to kind of write little notes. You can either just stick them in with washi tape or punch holes in them. Some little labels here. I can't remember where I got this from, but I got this off a very popular stationery website. I'll try, if I think of the name, I'll put it in the notes below this video. These are some slightly larger Becky Higgins cards. I don't know if you know anything about the Project Life, but these cards fit in the Project Life album. So, but I love using them for my planners. But some stickers here, just some very basic stickers, quite colourful. Little notes in case you just want to write some little notes. Again, you could pop them in with some washi tape, and some labels here which you might want to use on your dividers or anything else. So I'm going to put this all together and send to one lucky winner. I haven't decided how I'm going to how the competition is going to be set up, but I will write the notes or type the notes underneath this video. So do come back and have a look. Thanks very much for watching.